כל הסופות שבי נרגעו אז כשסחפת אותי ליבשה, וכשנכנסת אל תוך ביתי אהבת את כל השמש.
אוקיי, רדיו ישראלי 107.1 FM. מה שלומכם, איך אתם מרגישים? עכשיו אני שומע את עצמי יותר טוב. AI גלובל AI, מה נשמע? אנחנו ככה ב-107.1 FM חזרנו, הייתה לנו איזה תקלה קטנה, התקשרו אלינו והיינו חייבים לפתור את הבעיה הזאת. אז 107.1 back to the air, we will fix the problem, I promised you. Gil Aliadato, how are you?
I'm great. It's been exciting here in the studio.
Yeah, we got a phone call from the FCC now, so we have some issue. We'll solve the problem. Fine.
You're on it, though.
I'm the best engineer in the world.
You handled it great.
They are really nice people.
They were really nice, really nice.
Yeah, and he's a Jewish person like us. So.
Yeah, it was lovely. I'll tell you, I've dealt with a lot of regulators in my day. They were very, very nice.
You have to be with good connection with these people because they are really nice to me and then we help each other. So.
Hey, connection is currency. It's all good.
Okay, what are we going to talk about today?
Oh, my goodness. So, quick recap from last week, right? We talked a little bit about how AI is becoming dramatically more accessible and how we're moving from AI that just answers questions to AI that increasingly helps execute the work, and how much easier that is. Towards the end of April 22nd, ChatGPT came out with a big update that made creating agents more accessible. So, prior to that, I had been talking about how I was all Claude all the time, and I've been playing a lot with ChatGPT now for these agents, and it's really, really, helpful and special and accessible. And I would love for our listeners to grab a hold of this. It's so important. So that's what we're talking about today.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So as I said, the biggest shift that I see happening right now really is the accessibility, right? Everything that it was accessible before to make agents, but it wasn't like it is now. And not to say that there's no work, it still takes about 3 times as long to onboard and train an AI. You may hear people call them AI employees or AI agents. I've been using the term AI collaborator. I like it a bit better. So it takes about 3 times as long to train an AI collaborator as it does a human employee. But when you do, and when you get it right, man, does it open up so much. It's massive. I'm so excited for some of the things that I am refining here that we're going to do for the station, and some of my clients are having ridiculously fantastic results with these agents. It's powerful.
I need to try to use this agent, but I need time for that.
Yeah. I am as I refine a few things that I'm testing, we're going to play around with them for the station, which I'm so excited about. But I'll tell you something that's really, really neat and really took me by surprise. So in order to create a really powerful agent or collaborator, the knowledge base is the most important component, right? Basically, you create this AI brain, and you go in depth. I mean, I am in the process right now of answering over 200 questions about my business, and then you will update that, let's say like quarterly, or if there's been a big change, but it should be a pretty constant document, right? If you do it right, it's going to speak to your values, how you speak, your offers, whatever it is that's relevant to you. And then every agent that you create will speak using that same knowledge base. So there's a really nice amount of consistency, and it's very helpful in executing and having them do what you want them to do. But the unanticipated benefit that I thought that there would be some of this, but it has really blown me away, has been the amount of clarity that has come by going through this process. And it's really wow. So you not only you organize your thinking, you start to see patterns within what you're doing so clearly that you didn't before. I mean, you revisit issues. It's really a strong process, and the operation of it, we're just going more and more from like a Google type of, answer a quick question for me to help me operate, help me take the mental load, the administrative load. This is such an exciting, incredible time.
I don't think anybody uses Google anymore for asking questions. Maybe old people.
Then we're surrounded by, the place where there's still Google. But
I'm not using Google at all now.
I never use Google anymore either. I mean, what for? Really, what for? Which again will bring me back to conversation that we've had multiple times here about GEO, generative engine optimization, and getting yourself and your business to be provided in searches that have to do with what you do. This is the time. But and that also has to do a lot with clarity. So the big theme that I know I keep harping on in our segments is that working with AI, it's really about communication, and it is forcing clarity in such a different way. And I think it's really an exciting thing, because so much of our society and what's been happening for so long is, we are spread in all these different directions, right? And we're getting all the dings and notifications and spread across a million things. And here, AI is bringing us to a place where we need to get in touch and with what is clear, and we need to communicate effectively and clearly, and we can't be spread in so many different directions. So it kind of seems like the antithesis of what's happening, but it's really how you operate more clearly. And so building these AI collaborators really forces clarity, like things like defining your priorities, your voice, your workflows, and really clarifying what matters and what processes you need. And like I said, it's revealing some inconsistencies, some bottlenecks, places where there's unclear thinking, and it's a really powerful exercise in and of itself. So that is really, really just fantastic.
Fantastic, amazing.
Fantastic.
But I'm getting lost because there's a lot of AI platforms. So I'm focusing now on Claude. Let's see what's going to happen next.
Claude is, and I still love Claude. Claude will give you, more sophisticated answers and responses. But I have to say, ChatGPT is really stepping up and changing the game. And so one of the things also that I am playing with now for myself and my clients is using ChatGPT for agents that are much more data-oriented, repetitive, things that need less interpretation and judgment. Because I don't know if you have found this, because I know, Nissan, you really have not been a chat fan for a while. What about Grok? I haven't heard you talk about Grok in a while.
I stopped using it.
Completely?
Completely.
Wow. What happened there?
I'm focusing on Claude now. Try to build new software.
Yeah. Claude is really, Claude changed everything with the accessibility that it brought to software and skills, and really powerful. But now, chat needed to do something, and they are. So, but the thing I am still continuing to see is how ChatGPT really likes to inflate and to blow smoke, right? No matter how many times and how in the instructions I have it hardwired in there, and in my prompts I will tell it all the time, I want it straight, don't blow smoke, give it to me, the real thing, and it still always wants to pump you up, which might feel nice, but it's not really helpful when you want, when you want and need to be productive and go down the right path. So that's something I'm distinguishing is the Claude agents are the ones that I'm allowing to have more judgment, right? Things that need more judgment, like supporting with content creation or even responding to emails. And with ChatGPT, it's more things like filtering through the emails and determining what's a priority, but not necessarily, drafting answers and things like that, going through data. I think that's an important distinction right now, because I'm still seeing that leaning towards just wanting to stroke the ego to keep you on ChatGPT. I don't like it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm hopeful we're going to see another AI platform soon. It's changing fast. So next month, other company will be on the news, like I say.
So fast, so fast. But, who knows? I mean, I remember AOL, it doesn't even exist anymore, right? So, yeah, it's entirely possible that we will find something that replaces one or both of them. And the number of new platforms that comes out is crazy, which is, again, why I also continue to encourage people, do not get caught up in chasing the next best tool. You will make yourself really crazy and just be spinning, right? It's so much better to find something that works and go deep with it and really understand how to use it and use it well. I think that's, which is what you're doing with Claude now. I know you're really going deep with what you're building.
I learned something with Claude, that if you ask from Claude to build the software and it got lost, you have too much bugs, I tell Claude, listen, build the software from scratch, from zero. And the next version, like you're doing, it's better, dramatic.
That makes sense. So easier to
Build
start
a new
from,
one.
yeah.
Tell them stop with your asking, don't ask me question, just build it from new and
Yeah.
it's much better.
So when you do that, are you incorporating things that you found to be problematic in the prior version? Are you specifically telling it, or it knows itself?
I know it got lost. Claude got lost. I tell him, listen, there's too many problems. Let's start from new. Make new version, and the new version works much better.
Wow. Very, very neat. So I know you're working on some really cool things for the station. Have you been working on anything outside of the station? Anything for your life outside of the station?
Always. We actually build now a IPTV platform for Israeli and Jewish in the US. You can get all the Israeli channel, Jewish content, all these things.
That is really, really neat. I'm excited to see that too. I need to practice my Hebrew, so that'll be very helpful.
Listen to the Israeli radio station.
I do,
Hebrew
but
24/7.
I do, but I want to see people talking is different, right, than the songs. So I'm excited for that. Yeah. So back to agents and collaborators and what's happening. Something that I'm also noticing that people are missing is people are still thinking about AI for the output, but really the more and more we're going down this direction, I'm seeing it's to be so much about operational clarity and just clarity generally. It really can focus you, which is I find it, like I said, I find that kind of counterintuitive and surprising, but it is a really beautiful benefit of working with AI and working with it regularly. So just, if you have something that you want to improve, definitely go.
Do it from scratch.
Do it from scratch, for sure. And if it's something not, building a new software or something like that, but a really great thing is really, and I've said this before, just ask AI to help you. How do I do this? If you just don't feel like you don't know where to start, it's really actually great to come with the problem that you want to solve. And I'm doing this also with clients and with what I'm doing in building my AI team of of collaborators that are working with my human team, right? I'm actually asking AI to brainstorm and help me identify what are the highest, leverage things that a new AI teammate can support us with. How would they best interact with our human teammates? And it's really helpful to start from that space and not to necessarily try to figure it out yourself. To come with the problem and with the ultimate goal in mind is a very, very powerful way to do it. Don't try and figure it out yourself, and don't lead the AI. Just tell it, here's what I'm dealing with. What do you recommend?
Recommend for what? Sorry, I got lost. It's funny.
I was talking about building your AI team and having your team work with your humans or just you, that it's really helpful to talk to AI about, looking at the bottlenecks I have or looking at the problems I want to solve. How would you recommend we build a team around this? And what I've also found is having each AI collaborator focus very, very myopically on one thing, one task. Don't give them, 5 or 10. If you give them one and let them hand off to one another, I know that's going to improve over time. But for now, I find it's tempting to have it be, several, but the output just isn't as good. It gets very muddy, very confused about what to do next. So ask AI to help you. What should my new org chart be with, my AI collaborators and my human team? How do we integrate in a way that is going to support both my digital species employees and my human employees? It's really neat.
It's a good question.
It is.
Yeah, interesting question.
It is an interesting question, and it's interesting to see how AI suggests solving it, because it's not always the way a human would think to solve it. So it really changes how leaders need to think these days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's changing the world. What's happened with the university? If they're starting taking AI, start to teach AI university, I hope so they're doing it. If not, we're in terrible position now. They have to start teaching AI at school. What's going on at school also? My kids' school.
Yeah. This is now we're sidelining, but let's go there for a second, because I have been in talks with some organizations to teach some AI courses, and part of the challenge is they have so much leads. They want to be so involved in what the curriculum is going to be, that by the time they approve it and by the time they're okay with what will be in the curriculum, in many cases it's outdated. And that's a real issue with the school system that we have now as far as teaching AI. So I definitely encourage for people who are really interested in learning AI at a deeper level to find an expert, find a community, find something private that will help you learn, because it's going to be generally much more up to speed, and we know with AI that is super important. So that's also, of course, something I can help our listeners with. I do a lot of one-on-one and group. I go into businesses. It's even for kids, right? I know there are some places popping up to help our kids learn and understand how to communicate with AI and how to work with it, build and train it.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is. And AI is becoming more and more human aware. So it's really neat. So to wrap it up for today, we hit on AI collaborators and the changes that are happening out there and building your teams, and the unanticipated benefits, which I encourage everyone to do, to build an AI brain. Because if you do it right, if you do it fully, you will be amazed at the level of clarity and the new ideas and the things that open up in going through that process. And it is work. I'm not going to pretend it's not, but wow, the benefit is so massive.
Yeah. So I hope so the people enjoy today. I'm enjoy.
I'm so glad.
Great.
I'm so glad. Thank you.
Start using AI, people. Start using AI. It will change your brain, change your mind, change your life, change your attitude. It will do dramatic things in the future. And that's it. Gila, people want advice with you about AI, what they need to do.
They can call me 561-257-4551. That's 561-257-4551. Or find me on the radio station Facebook page. I love to interact with people there. Or email me at gila@globalai.com. And we spell global, GLOWBALAI. That is for generating light on the world.
Gila Liadato, thank you very much. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank
and,
you.
Have a nice weekend. And Saturday evening, Eurovision, the song of Noam Betan, Michelle. Go vote for Israel in the Eurovision contest. And it's going to be amazing. And if we have some few minutes, let me put the song on the air. 1 second.
Yes, yes.
This is
put
the
it.
song. This is amazing song. People, it's an option. Israel will take number one. We just want Israel to take number one because it's a good song also.
Let's do it.
You know, people say free Palestine in the Eurovision contest, but the singer ignore them. So
Good,
I'm happy.
good, good.
It's a really good really good song. I wish we were gonna get the number one, the first on top.
That would be amazing.
Okay, Michelle, Noam Bitan. What's going on? Where is Michelle? Michelle. I want to hear
Come
Michelle.
on, let's hear Michelle. I want to hear
Where's
Michelle.
Michelle? It's not working.
What?
It's not working. Okay, let's see what's going on here.
All right.
Something happened to the I know why. Okay, let's back to the other music and then we will put what's going
Okay.
on with Michelle.
I
We
will
can
be
see it on the
listening.
screen here. I don't know why. Shabbat Shalom, Gila.
Shabbat Shalom. תודה.
אני אינני מי שהייתי, מי שהכרת. כמה שנים בזבזתי בלהיות כמעט, כי לא ידעתי איך לגלות לך את חולשותיי. גם לעצמי סיפרתי סיפורים עליי. אני עטלף עיוור, צועק את חיי בחושך, אני ישן וליבי ער. אני נרקומן של אושר, כותב בלילה שיר, זה מנקה ממני עצב, כשנגמר לי האוויר. אני בוכה לבד ברכב, ואת בוכה בפנים. אני רואה אותך נשרפת, את מפחדת להסכים שזו לא סתם תקופה חולפת. אני כותב בלילה שיר, זה מנקה ממני עצב, כשנגמר לי האוויר. אני בוכה לבד ברכב. תן לי את הכוח למצוא בי אומץ לראות סימן, כי גם הילד שהיה בי מת מזמן. אני אינני מי שחלמתי, מי שדמיינת. פקחתי עיניים והפכתי לאט אלף עיוור, צועק את חיי בחושך, אני ישן וליבי ער. אני נרקומן של אושר, כותב בלילה שיר, זה מנקה ממני עצב, כשנגמר לי האוויר. אני בוכה לבד ברכב, ואת בוכה בפנים. אני רואה אותך נשרפת, את מפחדת להסכים שזו לא סתם תקופה חולפת. אני כותב בלילה אמר לי אוויר, אני בוכה לבד ברכב. אם יש עיניים, אם אתה עדיין, אם את לאט, אם יש שמיים חדשים, אז תני לי יד.
אם זו את, אז בואי ניקח את זה לאט לאט, עד שתרגישי מדקדק שמה בתוך הלב, עד שארגיש שאני לא מסוגל עלייך, ואולי את תפתרי לי את אולי זו את. אז תשאירי לי פתקים על המקרר, מילים של אהבה בוערת והכל עובר, כמו נשיקה בלהיון, שירים שאת שומעת, זה ייגמר איתך בבכיות הבא. אז בואי וכנסי לי ללב, אכפת לי מה תלבשי, אין פה סלקציה, רציתי רק תדעי שהעולם יפה יותר כשאת כאן, רק תבואי, עד שתבואי לוקח אוויר, תגידי לי אם אפשר אותך לכל החיים, אז בואי ניפול רק בין כוכבים, תבקשי משאלה שכולם ירקדו לי ולך ינגנו כל הלילה שירים, שירי אהבה, ואיך זה שאת ככה יפה לי, תביני שזה לא היה לי, ככה באת לי פתאום אהבה. וזו את שעושה לי פעמיים כי טוב להסתכל עלייך, שוב לדבר בלי לחשוב, אז תעשי לי פרפרים ככה בתוך הלב, חזק 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 עד שארגיש אוהב את העיניים שלך אחרי הכל, כאילו כלום אבל למרות הכל, ולמרות הכל את יפה יפה, שר לך בחלום על סבל פואטי עם הקסם הנכון, את מוזמנת אליי פה ללב, לא אכפת לי מה תלבשי, לא אין פה סלקציה, רציתי רק תדעי שהעולם יפה יותר כשאת כאן, רק תבואי, ועד שתבואי לוקח אוויר, תגידי לי אם אפשר אותך לכל החיים, אז בואי ניפול רק בין כוכבים, תבקשי משאלה שכולם ירקדו לי ולך ינגנו כל הלילה שירים, שירי אהבה, ואיך זה שאת ככה יפה לי, תביני שזה לא היה לי, ככה באת לי פתאום אהבה. ועד שתבואי כבר אין לי אוויר, תגידי לי אם אפשר אותך לכל החיים, אז בואי ניפול רק בין כוכבים, תבקשי משאלה שכולם ירקדו לי ולך ינגנו כל הלילה שירים, שירי אהבה, ואיך זה שאת ככה יפה לי, תביני שזה לא היה לי, ככה באת לי פתאום אהבה.
הרדיו הישראלי, מיאמי פלורידה, הרדיו הישראלי, מיאמי פלורידה.
לפרסום ברדיו הישראלי מיאמי פלורידה חייגו עכשיו 267-237-2495 267-237-2495. פרסום חזק ברדיו הישראלי הבלעדי בדרום פלורידה.
למה גרנד קפה?
רשת גרנד קפה מציעה אוכל שכולנו התגעגענו אליו. אוכל ישראלי אמיתי, עם טעם של בית, שיעשה לכם טוב על הלב. אז למה אתם מחכים? מחכים לכם עכשיו בסניף הוליווד סטרלינג רוד ובסניף אבנטורה מיאמי גרדנס דרייב. גרנד קפה, כי יש כמו בבית.
Hi, I'm Ilanit Wiseman, proud principal of Ben Gamla Palm Beach in Boynton Beach. If you're looking for a school that feels like home and prepares your child for the future, welcome. At Ben Gamla Palm Beach, students thrive in a warm, tuition-free community with small classes, strong academics, a full-time gifted program, and Hebrew from day one. Here, Hebrew isn't just taught, it's lived as students grow through STEAM learning, cultural connection, and a deep sense of identity. We are now enrolling kindergarten through 5th grade. Visit bengamlapalmbeach.org or call us to schedule a tour and tell them Ilanit sent you. Ben Gamla Palm Beach. Language, culture, excellence.
You are listening to WKIS FM HD4 99.9 megahertz Boca Raton, W29060K 107.1 FM megahertz Fort Lauderdale.
מיאמי, מה העניינים? כאן גיורא זינגר. אני רוצה להגיד לכם שאני מגיע לכם ב-20 במאי 2026 למופע סטנדאפ חד פעמי שיסמן את סוף המלחמה עם איראן ואת תחילת הקיץ ואת העובדה שאף פעם לא הייתי במיאמי כי אני רוסי וחם לנו מדי שמה. אז 20 במאי אני מגיע לבלק בוקס תיאטר בפורט לודרדר. אני בינתיים אעבוד על המבטא שלי ואתם תעבדו על כרטיסים שמחכים לכם ביונידביר-events.com או בחיפוש בגוגל, גיורא זינגר מיאמי, ימצא לכם את זה גם. מגיע אליכם 20 במאי, yonidvir-events.com. נתראה שם.
Want to advertise and expand your business? The Israeli Radio is the place. Only with us at the Israeli Radio you can enjoy an attractive advertising package that includes a professional audio advertisement, fair price, and lots of radio airplay. Contact us today and let us advertise your business in the best way possible. 267-237-2495. The Israeli Radio. 267-237-2495.
נפצעתם בתאונת דרכים? אל תיכנסו ללחץ, אל תעלו סטורי ואל תדברו עם חברת הביטוח. התקשרו לדין. בדין ליבי אינג'רי לו, עורכי דין לנזקי גוף, אנחנו לא מדברים סיסמאות, אנחנו מביאים תוצאות. לחברת הביטוח יש עורכי דין? עכשיו גם לכם יש. דין העורך דין. אתם תתרכזו בהחלמה. אנחנו ננהל את הקרב. התקשרו עכשיו לפגישת ייעוץ חינם. 888-613 דין. 888-613-3326.
דוקטור גדי אברמסון, איתך בכל מצב. Back to mind כאן בשבילך, גם אם כואב הגב. צוות המומחים שלו, טיפול חדשני מדויק. במקרה של תאונה, ייעוץ משפטי, לפי המצב. Back to Mind עם 9 מרפאות שונות בכל רחבי פלורידה וצוות מומחים שיטפל בך לאורך כל הדרך. עשיתם תאונה? איתנו תקבלו ליווי משפטי אישי שמותאם בדיוק למקרה שלכם. חייגו עכשיו 888-214-6587. Back to Mind, אנחנו הגב שלך.
עוד קפה על הספה בבית לבושים, פיג'מה ישנה בוא נצא. את אומרת ונרדמת, אין לך כוח לעבור למיטה. מתלבש, את הבוסם שם באוטו, מתרגש. חבל שאת לא כאן, זה מה יש. אז כשאחזור הביתה אשקר לך, לא הפסדת שום דבר, שום דבר. רק עשן סיגריות ריחות של אלכוהול, כמה חבר'ה מזייפים את השיר שאת אוהבת, בזמן שאת נמצאת מתחת לשמיכות, עמוק בתוך הראש שלי הוודקה מסתובבת. רק עשן סיגריות ריחות של אלכוהול, כמה חבר'ה חלומות, ולי יש תוכניות. רק עשן סיגריות ריחות של אלכוהול, כמה חבר'ה מזייפים את השיר שאת אוהבת, בזמן שאת נמצאת מתחת לשמיכות, עמוק בתוך הראש שלי הוודקה מסתובבת. רק עשן סיגריות ריחות של אלכוהול, כמה חבר'ה מזייפים את השיר שאת אוהבת, בזמן שאת נמצאת מתחת לשמיכות, עמוק בתוך הראש שלי הוודקה מסתובבת. רק עשן סיגריות ריחות של אלכוהול, החבר'ה מזייפים את השיר שאת אוהבת, בזמן שאת נמצאת מתחת לשמיכות, עמוק בתוך הראש שלי הוודקה מסתובבת. רק עשן סיגריות ריחות של אלכוהול, כמה חבר'ה מזייפים את השיר שאת אוהבת, בזמן שאת נמצאת מתחת לשמיכות, עמוק בתוך הראש שלי, עמוק בתוך הראש שלי הוודקה מסתובבת.
תראי איך חלפו להם ככה שנים, נכתבו כבר אלפי שירים, זה כבר לא אותם הזמנים.
נכון, כבר חלפו להם כמה שנים, עם הזמן הדברים משתנים, אם שחור או לבן, האמת יש לה 1000 פנים.
כל השקיעות שראיתי לא משתנות ליופייך,
כל התפילות שביקשתי, בוא להתקרב אל תלך.
איך קצת התרחקתי ממך, התגעגעתי אלייך, יש לי מקום בשבילך, אל תשני את פנייך.
קלטוני משאב, התגעגעתי אליך, גם אם אתה לא רואה, אנחנו כאן נכון, לא נפגשנו כבר כמה שנים, הסתכלנו מבין עננים, התפללנו, ביקשנו, שמור רק על הילדים.
נכון, רק הגעתי לומר עוד שלום, גם מעט זה בעצם המון, מציאות שהפכה לחלום. כל השקיעות שראיתי לא משתנות ליופייך,
כל התפילות שביקשתי, בוא נתקרב אל תלך.
איך קצת התרחקתי ממך, התגעגעתי אלייך, חלפו להן ככה שנים,
נכתבו כבר אלפי שירים,
זה כבר לא אותם הזמנים.
כבר ראית את כל מה שיש בעולם, כבר שמעת את כל השירים. איך שמחת שיש אהבה חדשה, ובכית שהם ישנים. וכאב לי גם שהתנפץ לי הלב, כל החלומות נשברים. וראיתי איך צחקתם עליי בפנים. התאהבתי בך אז שהייתי שיכור, ובבוקר אמרת לי מילים שכולם בורחים להרגיש שזה טוב, רק אתה צועד על הקווים. כמו כולם אתה גם נשבר לפעמים, זה בסדר לדעת לכאוב. אז אל תשכח כמה זה טוב לאהוב, ותרקוד כמו הלב שלך, תרקוד בגשם בשיא הקור, תאהב את עצמך, אתה גיבור, גיבור גדול, ואז יראו אותך, אתה תזרח מלא באור, באור גדול. עכשיו התבגרתי, למדתי לגדול, חיבקתי את כל הפצעים, כבר ויתרתי על כל מה שחסר וזרקתי את כל השקרים. כמו כולם אתה גם נשבר לפעמים, זה בסדר לדעת לכאוב. אז אל תשכח כמה זה טוב לאהוב, ותרקוד כמו